welcome. It's good to have you with me as we begin this live. Sorry for the previous cut-off. I just had a problem with my network, and I pray that the network will be okay. Let's hope there will be no challenge with the network, so that we can be able to share and learn this morning. Like I said, I'm thankful to God for just allowing us to talk together and share. And it's amazing how I've received messages in my inbox. Many are asking about relationships. Many are asking, what is it that we need to know? Many are saying, well, we thank you for the points you shared, but can you just come live and bring a voice to what you shared? Would want to ask questions, would want to know. Good morning, Leshan. It's good to have you today again. Welcome, my dear, welcome. And let me know where you're watching from. And so I said, if we are going to benefit from what I'm sharing, then why not? I can always come on live and share with you. Welcome, Sir Simon Mwangi. It's good to have you. Welcome, Chelimo, Rebecca. It's good to have you. Let me know where you're watching from. Today we are going to be sharing on the points that I shared earlier on in the day, how to make the best out of a husband. Because most women are crying, most women are in tears, most women are in every prayer meeting. And if you ask them, what is it that you'd want me to trust God together with you? Most of them have issues with relationships. Welcome, Sir Martin Osumba. It's good to have you. Welcome, Victor Ujambo. Karibuni sana. And it's a beautiful morning, so welcome. We are sharing about something I posted, and there was a response in my inbox, and I felt like we need to talk. This is a learning process for both of us. I don't know everything. When we share, we get to learn. So I need to hear your voice, so I need to learn from you too. We need to learn from each other. So as I share these points, as I share what the Lord is going to drop into my spirit, I pray that you will also be sharing on the wall. Let us kill this thing that has the monster that is attacking our relationships. We can do it. And let me surprise you. You will realize that some of the things that are causing us challenges, some of the things that are causing us heartaches, are things that we can deal with if only we can change the way we see things, if only we can change the way we address some issues. And I pray that this morning as we share, my prayer is that the Lord will give us His Spirit, that He's going to reveal that which we need to know. Good morning, watching your live. Thank you, Maureen. It's good to have you watching this podcast. Thank you so much, Janet. Morning, dear sister. Love you so much. Karibu sana. And let me believe that our marriages will not be the same again. We cannot just be in every prayer meeting, hopping from one prayer meeting to another, having hands laid on us, and yet we just sit back. After we have prayed, there is action that we need to take. After we have fasted and we've prayed, we need to rise up from our knees and begin to walk and activate that which we have trusted God for. Thank you, Sami, watching from my county, Nakuru. Karibu sana. It's a joy to have you with me. Feel free to share as we continue. Feel free to express yourself as we share. Feel free to express yourself as we engage. I want to challenge you. You can also share. You are free to engage me. You're free to engage every other person that is watching. Engage them in this live, because I know there's always something about the other person. There's something they know. There's something they have that you could use. There's something that is within their scope that they can lend you, and you are able to make it. So there's no use dying in silence. There's no use for you to suffer. There's no use for you to go through what someone else has gone through and they have been able to conquer. Why don't we learn from one another? Why don't we learn from the things that have gone through? Oh, welcome, my brother Samuel Mugo, watching from the UK. Yes, I remember you. Karibu sana. Pastor Kim Bin Paul, karibu sana, watching from Nakuru. Karibu sana. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on live. And so many relationships today are going through a dry spell, not because God would want them to go through a dry spell, but it's because there is somebody who is not playing their part. There is someone who is actually not doing what they are supposed to be doing. Karibu so much, Coach Doreen Sell. It's good to have you with me this morning. And so I'll be sharing some few points. And I thank you for the ones that are engaging me. Thank you for the ones that are already sending in messages. It's good to have your input, and as we share, as we deliberate on what we want to work on, I pray that the Spirit of God, who gives us the ability to work it out, is going to be our help and is going to be our guide. That marriage can work. That relationship can stand. No matter what is happening in the society today, yours can stand. Yours can come out strong. Thank you so much, Kemiso Molefte. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's Molefte, or I know I'll get it with time. Watching from Gaborone, Botswana. Karibu sana. My chair, Kirui Sotet, Karibu, and happy birthday to you, sir. Happy birthday to you. It's good to have you. It's good to have you, Karibu sana. Happy birthday, sir. And so I'm going to go direct to the points that I had shared, and feel free to communicate. Feel free to react, to respond. Feel free to ask questions. And I believe that as we move on, because every person is in a learning process. I'm also learning. Wow, thank you, Sammy. Sammy says the problem is all about communication. That is one of the key things. Actually, it is a killer in many relationships. And today, we are sharing the wife edition of the problem in communication. And most women, and I'm sorry to say this, they will think that their husbands are mind readers. They will think that their husband can tell what they are going through. You know, women have these emotional roller coasters where today they are high, tomorrow you leave them in the morning, you are smiling. By the time you come in the evening, they are not even looking at you twice. Karibu sana, Pastor Simon Maina. It's good to have you together with us this morning. And so most women will be like, they will not communicate. They will not say what it is that is in their hearts. They will shy off from communicating. And so they think that the man knows everything. The man will figure his way out. He will figure how things are. He will know the kids need this. He will know this is what she needs. And most are suffering in silence. And some of them, even when they communicate, the language they use to communicate is a problem. Remember, one of the things that I shared is that all men, they will share one common thing. They don't like quarrelsome women. All men, however, whether rich or poor, whether young or old, they don't like a quarrelsome woman. And so here is a woman who is trying to communicate. Karibu sana, Wise Nyaga, watching from Nairobi, Kenya. Karibu sana. I'm glad you're getting blessed. And so you find, even as this woman is communicating, the language they use to communicate, the language they use to bring a point forward, probably it has an attitude, it has some anger to it, it has some bitterness to it, and it doesn't bring, it is not a blessing. And so one of the key things that we need to watch out as women, when you talk to that man, I've seen women addressing their pastors. They put their hands behind their backs. They have this humble spirit as they talk to their bishop. They have this quiet spirit, a sweet spirit about them as they are serving in church. But when they come home, it's a different thing altogether. I've seen a wife quarrel her husband in public. I've seen a woman quarrel her husband before her children. No man wants a quarrel. Even in private, you don't quarrel your husband. If you have a point, speak it out in humility. If you have a point, why don't you talk like a mature person? Why would you quarrel? Why would you talk 100 words in one sentence? words which you yourself cannot be able to repeat what you just said. Let us handle these men with care. Let us handle them. Because as you keep on talking, the longer your words, the distance you're making between the two of you, the longer the bridge that there will be no bridge that can be able to, unless someone tries now to calm down. So one of the things we need to watch, even in communication, some people will say, oh, I don't keep quiet, I tell him as it is. Yeah, you tell him as it is, but watch out, because words can break. Words have power. Words can make or break even a man. A man wants to be talked to in a language. Praise God. Just as God opens doors, he closes doors. When God closes a door, it takes maturity to say, I don't understand it, but I'm not going to get bitter and I'm not going to fight it. God, I trust. Let me try and get it. I trust. I trust you. The enemy will do everything he can to keep you from moving forward. His goal is to convince you to settle where you are. Don't believe those lies. He won't be fighting you so hard if he didn't know how God had something and amazing in front of you. You may not see how it could happen, but one touch of God's favor can catapult you to a new level. God bless you so much for sharing. I believe that I am blessed, and I believe someone has been blessed by that. Now back to where we are. Another thing that God will do, God has called the man as the head. God, that is clear in the word of God. God has said the man is the head. And yesterday I said, there is no place the Bible has said the woman is the neck. So this message of preaching in weddings, telling the girl that she is the neck, the Bible says the woman came from the rib, actually from the side. That's why we are so sensitive. I'll be sharing that tomorrow when I'm doing the men's edition. And so a woman needs to understand that even if you have more degrees than your husband, even though you may earn more than him, even though you may have more influence than him, the man remains to be the head. That is why in a family you call people by a name. When you want to know if someone is so-and-so, you don't look at their legs, you look at the head. When they come closer to you, look at the face. It is the face that carries the head. So the head carries the identity of the family. So you better try and make your man look good, because anytime you make him look bad, even before other men, you are creating an embarrassing situation for your family and for your children. Karibu sana, James Mbogwa, Apostle. It's good to have you with me. Welcome so much, my brother Jeff. Thank you for tuning in. It's good to have you on board. I hope you are enjoying it in the US. And so, God calls the man the head. And you know, God doesn't just guess words. God will not just call a man a head just for the sake of naming. When God says man is the head, he means that man is the head. And if man is not treated as the head, some people will think that they are too smart for their husbands. Some wives will think that they know a lot than their husband. Even in your too much knowledge, make him feel that he's the one that makes the decisions. Make him feel, let him know that he is in charge as the man. Make him know that even though you are the one that came up with the idea, it was him that made you think about it in the first place. A man will not want to hear, I told you so. He's the head. Let him be the head. Don't hit the head. When you hit the head, the other day I was saying, you can have a limping foot and eat very well. Maybe you've been hit on the toe, and you can end up eating. The mouth will eat. But wait until you have a headache. A headache affects every other part of the body. A headache will affect even the way you look at people, because your eyes will not be opening well. The headache will affect even the way you chew your food. So we need to we need to make sure that the head is appreciated as the head. Your man may not look like other men, but make sure he is your head, because that's who he is. Na kama ulijua si yeye hafai, why did you accept him in the first place? Why did you accept him in the first place? So number 3, and this one brought some reaction from a man who had earlier had this, and I said men with food are covenant partners. And somebody decided to say, no, that, they said, oh, okay. Karibu sana Elder Floyd Jordan, is good to have you with us. Wise Nyaga, wapi M-Pesa number mtumishi? You are saying, yes, don't send me those Christmas trees in my inbox. I'm not, thank you for getting a revelation. You know, some people will send you trees as if you are a monkey. No, I'm mtumishi, I need to eat well. I'll give you my lakini wacha kwanza tusome. M-Pesa number baadaye. And so the man needs to be appreciated. You remember when Adam eats, it comes, the fall at the garden, it came through the stomach. It came through something to eat. Now, if men have, but there are many covenants. I mean, there are many destinies that have been shut at the stomach. Through food. Through food. If you, there's this popular saying that says the way to a man's heart is through the stomach. When a man is full and they are well taken care of, there are many things they are able now to release. You don't want to address a hungry man. You don't want to be in the company of a hungry man. That's why many choma places in Africa, in Kenya, you find the biggest number of people that go to those choma places, the place where they roast meat. It's men. A woman can be in town the whole day and they will pretend they are not hungry. A man will not pretend unless they have nothing in their wallet. They will either go to the choma place, they will even go to the fruit vendor. They will have a place for stomach. Huh? So now this woman is here because you are working, because you are busy, because you got a baby the other day. You have no time for your husband. Because your nails are done. You cannot cook for your husband. Because you welcome my daughter Immaculate. It's good to have you. Someone says the wisdom on food is right. Tell them, yes, men need. In fact, instead of going for another hairdo, why don't you buy, my sister, why don't you buy a book with a lot of new, exciting cuisines where you can surprise your man? They are tired of ugali skuma kila wakati. They are tired of the same menu every day. Why don't you come with a new recipe over the weekend? Why don't you surprise him in bed for breakfast? I saw an amen. Praise God. Why don't you surprise them? Why don't you surprise him? When he comes home, I had this neighbor who was a mama. And she was very interesting because she would tell me, most mamas, when the bishop visit their house, they can slaughter their chicken for the bishop. But when the man comes home in the evening, they cannot even boil an egg for that man as he waits for dinner to get ready. So what are you treating him like? And another one will be there on the sofa saying, calling the house help. You need to take care of him. You need to do this. And it's the women's responsibility. If wife, you have no helping hand. If you are not there to help the man, if you are not there to help the husband, why did you get into that union? Because the Bible says clearly that Adam, he was not able to work alone. That is why Eve comes in as a helper. If you are not there to help, what business do you have in that home? What business do you have in that man's home? If you are tired of helping him, aren't you falling short of the purpose of God? Tired to bring water, tired to make him a meal. You don't need to be rich to make good food. You don't need to have a lot of money to make good food. And I like what one of the ladies in Nakuru was doing, Operation Angamiza Mashakura. Thank you, my sister Becky. Leo umetoa nyundo, but we appreciate the correction and it's really the truth. Bless you, dear. Yeah. We need to say it as it is. Sometimes we coat it too much until we miss it all together. You don't know whether you ate the food or the coating. Let's eat the food today. Let's get the food. And so men need to be, you need to make time. If you know that you'll be out late, maybe because of the nature of work, plan yourself early. wake up earlier than anybody else. I've seen women who will not even see their children off to school. It's their house girl who will prepare them, who will make breakfast for them. And so we miss out. The mother should be in charge. The kitchen is your palace, mama. The kitchen is where you need to be the queen at. Before you catwalk on those streets, you need to be in that kitchen and you are reigning in that kitchen. Before they see you in that office, you need to have appeared in that kitchen. Make sure your kitchen is in order. If your man is going to spend the day in the house, leave something for him in the kitchen. Don't begin to call him when you are out there and tell them, go to the kibanda, get soda and cake. I'm coming to cook for you. Where were you? I've gone for meetings where I'm going to be late for a revival meeting, and I make sure the food is there in the morning before I go. Because I don't want him to be like he's stranded in the house. And men tend to be stranded, especially our African men. They get stranded with the kitchen. The knife will be there and they'll be calling you, where is the knife? The stove will be there and they'll be asking you, where is the matchbox? They cannot see it. That is why the helper comes in. They will never see things. That's why the helper comes in. They will never find the socks. That is where you come in as the helper. Where is my socks? There you are saying, am I the one who puts on your socks? Take care of your things. We need to be in charge. Be in charge of his diet. Make sure, even in the daytime, call him to find out, have you eaten? Call him to find out, have you eaten? You are not being his mother. You are being his wife. Find out. Don't just call him to tell him, are you going to buy me lunch today? Find out whether he has eaten. Surprise him. Sometimes they are late in the office. They are there, they are stranded. They have a lot of work to do. Why don't you show up? And men, you need to be in the office when you say you're in the office. They could show up and you're not there. And you say, Niko kwa ofisi. But when they come, you're not in the office. Let him come with a surprise package for you of a lunch one of the days. And you are there enjoying the lunch together. So this thing of giving excuses where the house help is cooking from December to January, that one should come to an end. And your house help should not cook better than you, mama. She should not have the tricks more than you. You should be able to put a decent meal on the table. And everybody says, mama does it better than anybody else. Not people saying, oh, mama, you just wait, we will be okay. Thank you, Martin. Here in America, it's funny. Men are even failing in the bedroom because they are struggling with fast food. Kuja America waambie, divorce zinamaliza Kenyan marriages. Oh, God. Fast foods, they kill. They kill. You want him to perform in bed and he's eating chips and chicken. Even when you give birth to children, what kind of children will come out? Weaklings. Because what is coming in. Karibu sana Apostle Bala, good to have you. Good to have you. Thank you, my sister Winnie Sotet. Glad to have you. I hope you are planning some surprise for that man. I hope you are planning something, yeah? And so when you have the time, when you need, you know, I tell my friends, don't tell me that you're busy, because people will make time for what they like. People will make time for what is priority for them. So it's not like there's time there. Time will never be there hanging that for you. You go and pick time. Now this is time for this. This is now time. You make time. You make time. So make time to make a meal for your family. Now there are men who are not good with water. I don't know where this thing came from. We were brought up to believe that a girl should not miss a day without going to the shower. A girl should not spend a day without taking a shower. But we were not told that boys were supposed to take a shower too every day. So most boys, they know that it's the girl who's supposed to take a shower every day. And they grew up with it. And who doesn't know that the way you bring up a child is the way they go? Welcome, Prophet Chris Mwai. It's good to have you. Welcome, my sister Soni Mama Ivana. It's good to have you. Thank you, girl. Winnie Sotet, that's it. Good. The way to go. I know you are a good example to our sisters. I have had the testimonies. And so, when men have been taught that they are not friends with water, by the way, do you know when a man will go to the wardrobe and they say, oh God, what am I going to wear? they mean everything is in the laundry basket. Nothing is clean. But when a woman will go and ask, oh God, what am I going to put on for that ceremony? It means they have put on everything and everybody has seen. So they want something new to surprise. We are wired differently. And so the boys were brought up to know they can be okay without hitting the shower. So you meet a man who was brought up knowing that. They only took a shower on Sunday or Saturday evening when they would be waking up the following day to go. My brothers, you need to say amen because I know you are watching this. I know it's some of us, we were even in high school. People are in boarding school. They will take a shower when it's closing. Kesho nikufunga shule, wacha nichape shower. Ndo at least nikienda town nionekane. Hata wengine, to date they have a struggle with water. And then you find a woman who is in the same boat. Now who will help the other one out? Baba, maji ni shida. Mama naye maji ni shida. Watoto nao sasa itakuwa ni namna gani? So we need a woman who is a pace setter. The woman must be clean. The woman must be neat. The woman must like everything about water because water purifies. So set the pace. If you don't have the instant shower, make him some warm water when he comes home in the evening. Let him know that you care. Take the water to the bathroom. Make sure that everything is set for him. When he comes from the shower room, make sure his clothes for putting on are there on the bed or on wherever you are, whatever room you have. Make sure they are there ready for him to sleep in. Not him coming from the shower, he's having the towel, moving around, he's trying to find his way in, his way out, and nobody is there to help him out. So be a pace setter. Make him, if he doesn't like water, make him by doing don't begin sarcasm. Don't be sarcastic. Ati nini nanuka huku kama senge? Ati miwe huku jasho sijui. You know the way women, you know men have this power, you know, this power. But women, they have this power. Unasikiaga manpower. Manpower iko hapa. Na tunawaishi. But a woman can say something and a man who was supposed to be king akufe. Anakufa tu hapo hapo. So people you need to find your way through the bathroom. And so the next thing that I want to share is about depriving each other, which is in 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 5. Thank you, Martin. It's good to know you're watching. Thank you, Elder Floyd. It's good to know you're locked in. There's this thing of depriving each other, especially by women. You find when people are starting in relationship, the man will always, it's fun. Then at some point, thank you, my sister Beck. Then at some point, the man will try to get his, you know what I'm talking about. And the lady will be like, you men, the only thing you think about is just sex. And the woman is there trying to hide and trying to say, oh no, the only thing you think about. Then after a while, the man gives up because when you chase and you can never get the prey, now you give up. It's no longer desirable to chase because every man wants to chase and hunt and they get their prey. And so when this mama is there, and now the days have gone and the man is already tired of chasing because there is no reason to chase what you can never get. Now another time they are chased, the woman now becomes the chaser. And you know what she'll begin to say? Nowadays you have no interest in me. Hey mama, thank you, Ima. It's good to have you locked in. And when the woman realizes nobody is now running after them, now they begin to run after the man. And you know they run with words. You'll hear words like nowadays, all you do is watch TV, you have no time for me. And when he gets busy doing other things, you are now complaining. When he was chasing, you are throwing him away. You are blocking him. You made him believe that he could, that was too high for him a price. And yet you said for better or poor. And those are the things when people are giving their marital vows. Some vows should be reversed. Some vows should be looked at again. Because when you say for better and for worse, even when you don't feel like you need to give in, my dear sister, even when the mood is not there, you need to activate the mood. I've seen people, they are told we are going shopping. They jump out of the house as if they have been hit by something. So the way you jump out to go get goodies, the way you should be jumping in bed when he needs his thing. Don't deprive. Hii maombi ya kuanzia Januari mpaka, pray yes, but don't be in prayer 24 hours 7 days a week. Don't be in prayer from January to December. You are in prayer meetings, fasting. You are not there for him. You are busy. Again, some women pretend they are too busy. They are washing dishes at night. At night is when you want to wash baby's clothes. At night is when your husband is there and he needs you. When your husband is there and he needs to have your company. Karibu sana Bishop Samuel Ngashanjiri. It's good to have you with me. Karibu sana Faith Vata Musilu. Thank you for being a blessing. Your posts are always a blessing to me. And so, the man, he doesn't have to chase after what he already had. When you gave in and you said, I do. Continue doing. What is this thing of now continuing to chase? Perpetual chaser. You are transforming him into a perpetual chaser. If there is a word like that. Ladies, here, this activate the mood. Yeah, activate. Women are known to activate even war. They can activate joy. They can activate any atmosphere. Thank you, Evangelist Mercy Johnson. It's good to have you. It's good to have you. So you go to bed as if you are going for an overnight prayer meeting where the Al-Shabaab might be attacking. Bulletproof, kila mahali. It's only the eyes that can be seen. You know, you may not say it in words, but the actions will speak. You are speaking as it is. Hot here. Thank you, girl. Hiyo ni kali mood stuff. Wacha tuendelee kuomba. Yeah. I know, ladies, don't lie to yourself. It's not food that brought you to that man's house. It is not, it's not like you are living by the road that you needed a house. It's not that you are living alone, that you needed somebody to be a housemate. It's not that you are living in a place where there was no food. There was more food than was enough in your father's place. When you are working, when you are single, you used to be okay. So now here you come. That the only thing that was not available in your father's home, the only thing which was not available is and that is the thing. Even if they told you would not do a wedding, you would have jumped over the fence and said, to hell with the wedding, I must go to that man's house. So now that you have arrived and sat on that chair, your bottom is very much settled. Now you are becoming difficult. The Bible says, 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 5, do not deprive each other. So if you have been depriving, you need to go into prayer and repentance, not fasting. Prayer and repentance. And how do you repent? By doing what you need now to be doing. Hii mambo ya kukaa kama ninja kwa nyumba. Unakaa kama ninja. Mpaka mzee akikaa hivi anaogopa kwa sababu sasa aliingizwa baridi mpaka ajuagi kama wewe leo uko yes ama uko no. Ajui leo ni kunaswa ama leo ni kujubilate. You cannot understand. So we need to be there. We as the woman must set the mood. We are the homemakers. Let him know that you also desire him. Wacha isikuage ni kwamba anakukimbiza mpaka you desire lakini unajifanya bado ni kachana. Ile mambo ya kujifanya ati bado unafikiria, hiyo iliisha ile wakati ulisema yes. Sikuwa jifanya tusionekane una tabia mzuri, hujalelewa vizuri kwenyu. Hiyo iliisha. Now he knows you in and out. Don't deprive. Yeah, my sister Winnie, activate mudo, activate kabisa. Activate. Huwa nasema, if someone ni wa kuenda, wacha aende kama umefanya part yako. If someone is to mess, let them mess when you have no blame to it. Chay, neither is it that you lacked accommodation law. Yes, girl. There is what brought you there. Kuna ile kitu niliona kwa baba siwezi pata nikakimbia. Asante Papa Jessica Ranja. It's good to have you, Baba. And you find that if it is not done, there's going to be a mess. And you know something? And this is something that I've discovered. Not that I know a lot. But any man who is hungry, every woman looks beautiful in their eyes. Any man. That's why I tell women, don't think that a married man is telling you are beautiful, you believe. It could be they are talking from a hungry point of view. Kuna njaa imemsukuma mpaka anakuambia vile wewe ni malaika. Ninja warrior. anakuimbia nyimbo, kwa sababu unajua hiyo njaa yao, this their hunger, it pushes them to be musician. They can do a poem in the hunger. They can do, you know, Song of Solomon reloaded, now in a new version it can come forth. And so we need to be there. Let us accommodate them in that. Let us be able to be available for them, not only even physically, emotionally. Let us be there for them. Unaweza kuwa unaombeaga pepo yenye si pepo ya kuombea, ni pepo ya kushughulikia by doing some actions. Bwana asifiwe dada. Bwana asifiwe dada. Bwana asifiwe sana. And one of the things that is missing and lacking, obviously, in our generation is respect. When you respect your husband, when you honor your husband, when you submit to your husband, there is no man that is too strong for respect. Hata we na title gani, hata we na pesa ngapi. Why do you think men will sleep with their house girls? Why do you think men will stoop low? Unakuta ameacha kabibi karembo. Mama ukimwangalia kikanyanga, ni kama Saida kuna kucha. You know, asubuhi Saida kuna kucha. Saida kuna kucha. Yes, anakuwa poet. Mama anakanyanga vizuri, lakini unashangaa huyu mjamaa ni nini aliona kwa ule? Unaona vile ameacha bibi msupu, ni nini mbaya naye? Huyo jamaa kama si roho, if it is not spiritual, that anaandamo na spiritual, because there could also be spiritual aspect of it. There are people, even if you do what to them, unless they go through deliverance, unless they go through a process of prayer and deliverance, haiwezi toka. Hata umpe, kama umeka somersault, ama iko south, north, unampea asubuhi jioni na lunch time kama down. Nakumbuka ile 3 times a day, you give him like medicine. Bado in between at a snack inje. Now there is a spirit. If you've done all you can, if you've given him, you've not deprived, and he has been roaming, ako roaming mode. Ya amekuwa Safaricom ikifika US. You need to be able to know now that is a spirit to work on. Iyo si ayuko peke yake. Na and if ukichunguza utakuta baba yake alikuwa na kitu kama hiyo. Kitu kama hiyo. Ukichunguza tu kidogo zaidi utakuta hata brother yake and the other brother, they also had something similar to that. When you go beyond, utakuta hata kukaa kumbe, kwa kukaa ndio mambo ilikuwa imeishia. Ndio kwenye mambo ilikuwa imekolea kabisa. So if after you've given yourself and you see that there is something that is not right, when you've given yourself and you see there is something that is not being reciprocated, now begin to deal with the spirit. And that is why before people get married, it's good to know. Yes, Faith, they become poet. They become so poetic. They can even do an album that can go ishinde. Pako unasema hizi poems zinatokeaga wapi? Men talking from a hungry perspective. Leo you are killing it. Let's kill it, girl. Let's kill it, girl. And so when you now discover that this man, I've cooked for him the best food, even the best hotel in Kenya cannot match my culinary act. And you see that you dressed well, you smell good, you're clean. You see that you respect him, you honor him, you don't deprive him. And he's still on roaming mode. Then you know now there is a spirit that you need to deal with. Now you know there is a spirit that needs to be addressed. But before you go dealing with spirits, you need to do your part. There are some women who are shandarakarai barikaring. But you know shandarakari barikaring cannot feed a man. It will not massage their ego. It will not make them feel like a king. Let's continue. So you need to respect that man. Respect him. Let him be, let him feel, you know, when you respect your husband, it means even when you have misunderstandings, the first person you call is not people, it's God. Don't go putting him on every person's face that this is what he's doing, this is what he has been doing, this is what he has been doing. That is not respect. Respect his privacy. He has his weaknesses. He has his flaws. He has his shortcomings. Respect him. Cover him. Women are known to be good covers. That's why when we are the ones that carry babies. When you give birth to a baby, and you see the way a woman will wrap her child so that the baby will not get cold. You try and give a man, you get a woman who has not trained, who has never held another baby, get a man who has never had another baby, and you give them babies or even dummies, and you tell them, wrap those children. You'll find for a woman, it will come natural. That's why small babies will be able to wrap their dolls very well and bring them close to them. When you tell the baby boy to hold a baby, just watch them. Try this at home. Don't give them a baby, give them a doll. The way they will even hold the baby by one hand. Katanyanyulio tu hivi huwa. Because that is them. God has given us a special grace to cover. God has given us a special grace to embrace. Notakuta a man who is just welled, and a woman who is very forgiving, and a woman who is very accommodating, because we have that circumference. No, when a woman becomes now at the end year tu anajikazia hivi anakuwa selfish, then it's too much for the man. Na anataka ende akute mahali there will be embrace. Anataka ende mahali ambapo atakuwa accepted. Anataka kwenda mahali ambapo atakuwa respected. Why haven't you ever asked yourself, why will a man go pay a prostitute to sleep with them, and they know that there was another man before them, and there will be another man after them, and there were other men, hundreds, thousands of them before them? Why would they pay? And at home they don't leave a shilling. It's because that woman knows her business. He knows she will know her way around. She will treat that man. By the time they get to the door, by the time they get to negotiate with them, she will be talking a language that the man understands. And that is what men will want. They want to have that respect. Not respect for their pockets. Wengine wanaongelesha vizuri akijua kamshara kanakuja. Akijua pesa iko karibu, deal ile alikuwa anapiga iko karibu kutokea. Sasa unakuta mama hata sauti kwa nyumba imekuwa soft. Hani, leo utakula nini? Hani, leo unataka nikuserve nini? Hani, leo utakula nini? Sasa ndo sauti kanakuwa kazuri. Mpaka sasa unamuita ile jina yenye hujai kumuita. Kama anaitwa Joshua unamuita Jos. Juu unajua kuna kitu. Hiyo ni respect for the pocket. Respect the man, whether he has it or not, and make him feel like a millionaire. Na sio hata baiskeli hajapaka hapo nje. Respect him. Let him know he's the best. Let him know that there is no one who can be like him. And this idea, the way you solve your differences, the way you solve your issues, is important. Never broadcast it, like I said. Your father is not the first person you call when you have a misunderstanding. Hawatawahi muheshimu. Your mother is not the first person you call. She will die before her time. Utafanya akufe kabla ya wakati. Atakufa kwa sababu gani? Because sasa yeye ako na za kwake. Because your father is also another a work in progress too. Sasa umefanya mama anabeba the husband, ambaye ni your father. Alafu anabebea wewe your husband. Na bado sister yako ule wa Nyeri, sister yako ule wa Bungoma, your sister from where they're also bringing in their issues. Now, that mother is anakufa pole pole. They will die before their time. Learn to be embraced. Learn, unless it is your mother who made you get married to that man. Make sure you carry your baggage. Make sure you fight your battles. Welcome, Vijingash. It's good to have you together with us. So solve your issues with maturity. Anybody who knows your weaknesses in family, they respect you less. Anybody who knows the things in your secret, they will respect you less. But people who know nothing about you, they take things at face value. They honor you. They respect you a lot. The next thing that men want, he wants to feel that he's your preferred choice. He wants to know that there's no other man that is in your scope that you would feel like that should have been the one. And I think this is also, we'll be sharing tomorrow with the men. I know the men will be logged in tomorrow because we'll be sharing with them. The man is to know that he was the best choice for you. To date, he remains to be the best. Let him never know that you compare him with your pastor. Even when he has prayed and the prayers are not coming out, you tell him, Daddy, pray for food. He's going. And he doesn't even know there is another father. So he's even having difficulty addressing God as Father. Don't tell him I should have been married to my pastor, because he can pray even for food and demons. You cannot even pray for simple food. Let him know that his prayer is the best prayer you've ever had. Cheer him on. Let him know that you have no other preferred candidate. Si mambo ya nusu mkate. It's him and him. 100%. Let him know that you love him and you're glad that you're married to him. The last thing I'll be sharing for this morning, is to be careful with money matters, especially where in-laws are concerned. Most women, they want money sent to their homes. They want their parents' help. They want their brothers to be helped. They want their sisters to be helped. But when it comes now for him to help his own family, inakuwa kizungumkuti. Unasikia shida, anatoa issues, ataki, mood zinabribika, sababu mama alinunuliwa sijui nini, kwa nini ananunuliwa, kwa nini haikuwa mama yangu, kwa nini haikuwa nini. If you are happy when your people are helped, if you are happy when money is sent to your family members, make sure you are also appreciating yeye pia akisaidia watu wa kwao. Wacha kukua wale mama stingy. Wacha kukua wale mama bottomless pit. Wewe pesa ikiingia kwako itokagi. Mfuko yako ni ile yenye hata watu wanashanga, kwa nini mfuko ya mama pesa ikiingia, hata mtoto akitaka njugu, sina pesa. Na kabisa umeweka ya chama. Ya chama ikosagi. Ya chama hata ukopi. Iko tu inakuaga umejipanga. Lakini ukikuja ni some other important things you never have. There are women who will even tell their husband, I'm going to borrow money ya chama. Mimi ndo naeka pesa. So that they can be reimbursed by their husband the money. Be careful with money matters. If you want that man to trust you with his wallet, show him that you are not there to steal from him. Let him trust you with whatever you give him. He gives you. Let him know that you are not there because of the bank account. You are there because of the relationship you share. You know, there are some women, even any conversation they are giving, the last word in the sentence is money. Every last word money. Every last word money. Every last word money. Now, when you realize that every conversation you do is all about money, sister, you should have been in the money department. You should be working in a money place. Thank you, Estelle Frezi. Wow, this is a hit. Getting hotter now. Reconnection Manenos. Thanks for this teaching reminder. Following Kinley. Karibu sana, girl. And so, don't spend. The woman should not spend as if they are going to die tomorrow. They should not spend as if that is the last they are going to spend. Let us have some discipline. Let us have some. Your kids need the money. Your future. The way you spend. Be an investor. Be a person who is going to be more productive than consuming. Think of way of regenerating. Wacha kumukimbiza. Hii nguo imetokea. Sasa mama wengine wanavaa. Naonekana kwa chama kama mimi sina mtu. Kwanza hii mambo ya kuambia mtu ati naonekana kama sina mtu. You know, that is blackmail. We need to stop it. Watu watasema sasa wewe uniangaliagi. Watu watasema that is blackmail. Let him give out of free will. Ask for it. If it is not there, and don't chase after fashions. Fashions will come and fashions will go. So it's good to know. Na ukifua long ukute pesa, mwambie pesa yako iko hapa daddy. Nilikifua niliona tu pesa hapa. Wacha kujipea commission. Hello? Money matters. Wacha kujipea hii hata ni kama hajui iko hapa. Na kuchukua tu na sunda kando. Unanyamazia wiki mzima unasikia ijaitishwa. Sasa unaenda unajisurprise nayo. That is not right. Tell him, mwambie leo nimepata pesa na sijui kama ulikuwa unatumia, sijui kama ulikuwa if you are not, you didn't plan for it, you can, may I have it so that I can use for this and this. And it's good to have his blessings, to use the money. Of course, when things come into the home, hakuna yake na yako, hakuna boundaries. So why do you steal from yourself? Why do you hide from yourself? Unachukua unajifichia aje? Hata unaweza jifichia aje sasa? If you cannot trust your husband when it comes to money, why would you trust him when it comes to your life? Mbona ulale kando? Why would you sleep next to him confidently? You trust him with your life, but you cannot trust him with money. So you need to address it. Mwambie now, my dear, we need to talk about money. Thanks, Anna and Jaber. It's good to have you. What an inspiration. God bless you, girl. God bless you. So you cannot steal. Imagine it's like you are taking from this hand and you are bringing it to this hand, because the Bible says the two shall be one. So why would you steal from yourself? Why would you hide from yourself? Why would you deny yourself from that privilege of trust? God bless you, Pastor Jane. It's good to have you on. And so as we come to the climax of today's session, I don't think there's anything new I've shared, because there's nothing new under the sun. I'm just reminding us of the small things that we overlook. The small things. Who doesn't know that it's not right to shout at your husband? And that's what I started with. Quarrelsome wives. You shout at the top of your voice. Who doesn't know it's good to respect your husband? Who doesn't know it's good to honor them and keep them? Let them feel safe. Let them know they can bring secrets to you. Some men, they will never even share with their wives their own secrets. Because huyu mama ni kama maneno akiambiwa inamkulaga. Kuna mama wengine wanawashwa na maneno. Hata mzee azimwambia siri. Husband akikumbuka anaweza ambia bibi hizi zitanilipukia, wacha niambie bestie. You should be his best friend. Let him know he can share with you. Wewe sio adui wa hiyo boma. Lakini wengine ni kama Wahutu na Watutsi. Wanafichianaga white na black na yellow na green zote. Because ajui nikimwambia itakuwa namna gani. Some women, when they know the secrets of the man, hiyo ndio anatumia ile kumeharibika. Hata wewe unakuaga, hata wewe unakuaga. Mambo za 2014, 16, 18 ndio unaletaka mpaka leo 2017. Mpaka bado ndo zitaruka mwaka. Learn to let go, learn to forgive, learn to respect him, learn to honor, and God is going to lift you up. I may be a leader in the church, and I am. And my husband will call me his pastor. And when I talk as a pastor in church, he listens, and he will do what I request to be done. But when we go home, even when we relate, there is nothing pastoral in the house. Yeye ndio anakuwa kuhani kwetu kwa boma. And even I have learned it, I didn't learn it an easy way. I learned the hard way. Because especially for women who are leaders, to be able to know when to now go there and to know how to now switch, inakuwa saa ingine kazi. Na unakuta ndo kunakuwa na maclash. Kwa sababu yeye ni leader, yeye ni mtu wa kusukuma, yeye ni mtu wa kusongesha mambo. So when you don't know when to step back na yeye a step forward, unakutaka wazee wengine wanakaa ni kama walinyeshea hapo, ni kama kuku imenyeshea kwa boma, hata haongeagi. Anazeekaga tu akiwa wale wazee tu wa kuangalia chini. I don't know whether you've gone to homes where the men, unakuta tu mzee amenyamaza tu ameangalia hivi. Hata angaliagi watu. Hata aoni watu, because akinwa alizoea kuangushiwa maneno mazito mpaka kichwa ikakuwa mzito. Anaangalia tu hivi chini. May God have mercy. Mama, kama utaongea maneno wacha ikuwe ya kumuinua uso wake. Let him even be able to look more so that they can be able to get more for the family. So God bless you so much. God bless you so much. As we wind up today, my prayer for you, those who are married and those who are not married, is that the path that God has put you in today, Mungu akubariki dada, wewe binti wa Sara. Kwa sababu sisi ni tumetoka hapo kwa hiyo genealogy. Na Mungu akubariki, na kuombea kwamba mahusiano ambayo Mungu analeta katika maisha yetu in terms of marriage, that yours will work. And those who have gone through divorce, those who have gone through widowhood, I pray that the Lord who remembers others will also remember you. May you enjoy the benefits of union of a husband and a wife. Na kama kuna ndoa imekwama kwa sababu dada ulifanya mambo ambayo hayafai, Mungu akuangalie na jicho la huruma na kuonee rehema na akuhuishie ndoa yako tena. I pray that God will give you wisdom, because the Bible says that a foolish woman destroys her house with her own hands. A foolish woman. But a wise one will build. May the Lord bring that wisdom that builds. May the Lord give you the wisdom that is going to cause you to build that relationship. Hata kama ilikuwa imeonekana like it is done, may the Lord give you another insight for you to know what you need to bring on board for that marriage to work. My sister, I believe it is not over until God says it is over. That marriage can survive. That marriage can work. That marriage can stand. We just need to do the right things in the right way. Because you can also do the right thing in a way that is not right. And you cannot do something and you think it is the right thing to do, but it's not the right thing to do. So may God give me and you as wives wisdom that is going to build. We are not called to tear apart our homes. The anointing we carry, the grace we carry is not for tearing our husbands apart. Unless you work in the hospital where he has come for surgery. It is in the marriage, then God has given us the grace. The anointing that comes from God is for building, is for upholding, is for bringing that, there is what a woman should bring in a home that the enemy wants to destroy. Don't listen to what the enemy is telling you. Don't listen to your emotions. When your emotions are too high, slow down and listen to the voice of God. When your anger is too high, slow down and listen to the voice of God. And my prayer for you this morning is that God will cause you to shine in that marriage. If that man used to look at you and they will never have anything beautiful to see in your life, may you begin to smell fresh before them. May you receive the anointing, the grace that was on Sarah, that even in her old age, she was still desirable. And keep yourself pure for your man. Keep yourself pure for your generations. Keep yourself pure for that man that you say, this is the man that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And if he is the one, then do everything possible to make it work. In Jesus' mighty name, do I bless your union? Do I bless your marriage? Do I bless your hands? And from today, even as you touch to do things in that home, I speak life in your hands. May every spirit of death leave your hands in the name of Jesus. Any spirit that comes to kill, may it leave your hands in the name of Jesus. As you touch things in that home, may they receive another push. May they receive another life. May they receive a beauty to it for the glory of God's name. And this morning, daughter, you are blessed. Woman, you are blessed. You are blessed of God. And whoever is holding anyone in their heart with bitterness, may you release them, that the Spirit of God can work out a great thing in you. Bless them. Bless your spouse. Bless your husband. Don't curse them. Don't make their prayers to be withheld. I know of people who will be cursing them as they leave the house. And they will say, God, let them not succeed. Let them not go through in that. Your prayer is very strong. Bless them as they go. Because by cursing them, you might end up cursing your children. Because your children have come from his loins. So make sure you bless him. Make sure you uphold him. Make sure you encourage him. No matter the circumstance, rise above. Rise above. Don't allow circumstances to dictate anything. Because circumstances will come and they will go. But you and that man are destined to shine in it all. So God bless you so much. It's always good to have your feedback in my inbox, on my wall. Let me know you're being blessed. Let me know that you're getting encouraged. Let me know that even if it's for 1 minute, that you are able to get a point that you can run with, that can even be used to bless somebody else. And if you have someone, your friend, who is going through issues in their relationships, there were times I went through hard times and there was no one to turn to, but God was there for me. If they have come to their end and you feel like this person needs to be helped, I can pray with them. Give them my inbox, my name. I'm ready to pray with them. Because if a marriage will stand, the church will stand. And if the church will stand, a nation will stand. You don't want to see a marriage under attack. You don't want to see people giving up on their union. Because when they give up, the church becomes weak. And when the church is weak, the nation is even more weaker. God bless you, Robert Omwanza. It's always good to have you. Thank you for being there every time I come live. It's good to have you. Thank you for being a blessing. And may the Lord bless you. I don't know whether you're married, but if you are, may the Lord bless your union. In Jesus' name. God bless you all. God bless you. And those who are trusting God for their partners, may the Lord give you the one that He has tailor-made for you, the one that will suit you, the one that will understand you, the one that you will also understand, so that this journey is not going to be hard on you, but it's going to be that which you can bear for the glory of God's name. God bless you so much. I love you all. I'm praying for you. Let's pray for each other. Let us encourage one another for the glory of God's name. God bless you. God bless you.